If you have been looking for signs that you have changed and that you're becoming a better person, then this video is for you. I know it's easy to get caught up in our day to day lives that we sometimes forget to look back and see how far we have come. That's because growth sometimes can be very quiet. It does not announce itself before showing up. But if you're here today watching this, chances are that you have evolved more than you think. When we are so focused on what our next step is going to be, we don't really give ourselves the chance or the time to reflect on our growth. This is also why we don't very often give ourselves the credit that we really deserve. So today in this video, I am going to give you 7 signs to assure you that you have evolved more than you actually realize. So number 1, you have achieved something you would have previously considered impossible or maybe a dream come true. Now, this could be a degree, a dream job, giving up on smoking, or any other bad habit. Anything that once was too difficult to achieve. For me, I think this was mindlessly scrolling through Instagram. About a year ago, I actually gave up on Instagram for 6 months and I only came back when I had adapted new habits, better ones that were helping me be a better person, the person I really wanted to be. And it's been a year since then, and I don't scroll through Instagram much anymore. Maybe like 10 to 20 minutes a day. That's probably it. Or if I'm using it for work, then I will. But yeah, I'm not that person anymore. And that was one of the signs I realized that I am changing for good. Number 2, you have more than just your problems to talk about. You are no longer interested in gossip because you would rather be talking about your interests, your dreams, your aspirations, and so many other things. Because now you know that talking about other people has very little to do with them and it has everything to do with you. Honestly, I was never the kind of person who enjoyed gossip. I was not the kind of person who was into meaningful conversations either. And I have seen this change in myself that I love to get to know someone on a deeper level. Tell me all about your dreams. Tell me who you really are. That's what matters to me. So if this sounds like you, then the chances are that you are growing as a person as well. Moving on to sign number 3, and this one is very personal to me because I learned it with quite a lot of experience. You have let go of resentment as now you understand that it is a part of ego. Holding on to anger used to feel like a superpower to me because I always thought that if I let go of something, I am letting the other person win. But I realized that resentment is a very heavy thing to carry and it only drains you. And there is this quote that I love. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Now, if you have reached a point where you choose peace over grudges, that is not a weakness, my friend. That's actually emotional strength, and I am so proud of you, just the way I'm proud of myself. It's also because there are certain things that are out of our control. We can only control the way we feel and our actions, but we really cannot control the external circumstances most of the times. So letting go is not easy, but now you realize that it's for the best. It's basically like you choosing to be a better person intentionally. Sign number 4. You are now more discerning of who you spend your time with. You value your closest friends more than you do the idea of a group. That's because you value your time. You know that your time, your energy is your asset and you just don't give it away to anyone. A study from Harvard found that the quality of our relationships has a direct impact on our happiness. So it's not about having more friends, it's about having the right ones. Sign number five, you have reached a place in life where you do things because you enjoy them and not because you want approval from others. So I used to be someone who used to overthink everything, who was always seeking validation from others because I care too much about what others think of me. I used to post on social media wondering if people will like it or not. It was never about me. Till I reached a point where I actually stopped caring so much because my life became more about me, the things that I truly love, the things that I enjoy doing, and not what other people are doing on social media. Number six, you no longer waste your energy trying to prove yourself to others, to prove your choices to other people who have already decided how they see you. Because real peace comes from knowing who you really are, who you are trying to be. Whatever resonates with you is your reality, and it's not from convincing others of your choices. It does not need to make sense to others as long as it makes sense to you, because only you know your highest calling. They don't. You eventually get to a point where you realize that your life is about making yourself happy because no one is coming to do that for you. Even if someone does want to add happiness into your life, they really cannot if you're not letting yourself be happy. And to be able to do that, you have to show up for yourself. You have to be true to who you are. You have to be authentic. You need to understand what is it like to be yourself, who you really are, who you really want to be, what do you like to do, because you no longer care about doing it the way other people want you to do it. Sign number seven, which I also believe is a very important one, is that your life is no more about chasing goal after goal, because now you're more focused on appreciating the little things in life, whether it's a deep conversation with a family member or your best friend. Or maybe it's the sunlight coming in through the window. Or for me, it's sometimes just the first sip of my morning coffee. You now know the importance of choosing to enjoy life right now in this very moment, because now you understand how big of a blessing it is to be alive, to be here right now. If you have been experiencing these signs, then it means that you are growing into the person that you're meant to be. This is not just about going through the phases of life, but rather it's about intentionally changing for the better as a person. And I want you to remember that change is not a one day thing. All these signs have been a big part of my journey so far, and I set my intention that you received what you were really looking for in this video. Feel free to share your experiences in the comment section, as your journey is unique to you and I would love to hear your story. Thank you for being here, sending you all so much love and light.